Hello, viewers, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And this evening, we are taking a look on churches. They are now mandated to pay taxes, and it's very, very important for us to take a look onto this. So, Zimra issued a public notice to all churches in the nation of Zimbabwe, and they wished to inform all churches that they are going to have a stakeholder engagement dedicated to address tax compliance across all applicable tax categories. And they are now reminding churches that there are certain streams of income which are exempt to tax, and then others are taxable. So those are exempted: donations, tithes, offerings, contributions, and this is income received or accrued from donations, tithes, offerings, and other contributions made by members or benefactors of the church and or its institutions. And non-trading receipts, any income that does not arise from trade or investment activities conducted by or on behalf of the church or its institutions. This is not going to pay tax. But my taxable incomes are in church. These are what they call income derived from trading activities subject to tax. Examples: proceeds from the sale of church literature books or music, revenue from the sale of church branded merchandise, e.g., apparel, anointing oils, artifacts, etc., income from the sale of meals, clothing, or similar items. Additionally, such sales may attract value-added tax VAT depending on the sales thresholds. So what it means is I have seen people going to church gatherings, for example, to conferences. Some of them, they pay not majigira pamwe, and that money is meant to make sure that the church catering teams, they prepare food and they dish it out to everybody. So the major question is, since that money is receipted and you are given food, why is it that it's now taxable? What it means is people are now going to pay more so as to account for tax, which has been added, value added tax, which means mukaenda conference, mukaita madyira pamwe, you now pay tax. That is what it means. And also, if uniforms are sold, you now have to add tax if the church decides to sell uniforms for its own people. You now pay tax, even though there is no profit whatsoever. They will make sure that they take tax right there. So anointing oil, akubhadhara futi tax. The major question is, will these anointing oils be being sold, or munhu ungochibhadhara cost of production only? Vari kuti makubhadhara wristband, it's now paying tax. So vakomana vemarestband, vakomana vemanointing oil vari panjada njada pakaoma. And they've also reminded churches that tax returns and payments must be updated. And they say Zimra kindly reminds all taxpayers to register for all applicable taxes and submit any outstanding returns as soon as possible. Timely submission of returns and payments helps you avoid penalties, interest, and litigation. So this is what is happening. And we have also seen another threshold of taxes yakaunzwa yekuti mahardwares vakufanira kubhadhara tax, mashops anotengesa maspares, they now need to pay tax. Contractors, they now need to pay tax. Even vana museyamwa, as long as uri kuvaka chete wakufanira kunge uchibhadhara tax. So I do not know if they must pay only for those who are registered, or even in ndikangofunga kuvaka zvitumba muruzevha I have to pay tax. There is no clarity on that. So Wellington says churches have always been paying tax. There is nothing new here. People of little finance knowledge will think that this is new. In actual fact, churches can actually save on taxes if they register as a company. So Mkoma Wellington is simply misleading right here. You cannot tax mameals ari kupiwa congregation nechurch, because when people pay mari dzemadyira pamwe, they are contributing kuti vanhu vabike pamwe chete, each and every person owana chekudya pasaita zvoto zvoto. But when you are now taxing people, you are not. So to evade this, it means people will not produce receipt books. Churches will start not to produce receipt books, so that there is no accountability whatsoever, and it will become difficult for Zimra to follow up. But what it means is there is no longer accountability within the churches and its frameworks. So this is what is happening at this point in time. Your views are of much importance. Eva says uncertain number on Zvagadai. I'm not so sure, guys, you're thinking, but in my own view, these guys, they've realized that there is no money coming, so they're trying by all means possible to maximize as much revenue as possible. And, they're doing everything and anything to get more revenue. It's because most revenue is lost through smuggling, through corrupt activities, and so forth, which means they have to capitalize on taxes so as to survive as the government. So this is what is happening at this point in time, and this is what we have for you this evening. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Let us meet in other episodes as well as other broadcasts.